Barry, your initial reaction to the fantastic news last night of this 250-year lease for Shelbourne Football Club for Tolka Park?
Yeah, we're absolutely delighted. It's obviously been coming for some time. We've been working together with numerous community and stakeholder groups in getting this done, and we're absolutely delighted that we've got it done now.
How much work went into it, and how exactly did it come to this?
Well, a lot of work was done prior to my engagement or involvement with the club. So Save Tolka Park were an important community engagement, but a large number of people that were involved from fan groups and volunteer groups need mention, as well as all the previous boards from Shelbourne. They've been absolutely fantastic in getting this over the line.
And just in terms of this stadium, it's great to have its future, but I know there's some work done here. But what needs to be done now to get Tolka Park, back sort of like it was, let's say?
Yeah, I'm not sure it'll ever be as it was, but the key things that we need doing, we've done a lot of work this year already. The key things that we need doing, there's a bit of work to be done here in the main stand that you can see behind me. The old drum conda end that stand needs quite significant work. And then we need to redo the pitch. Those are the three key projects.
How soon, I suppose Shelbourne fans will be wondering, and football fans in the country will be wondering, how soon could some of that happen, or is that going to take a while?
It'll take some time. We've already started some of the works that we were anticipating in getting the lease. So a lot of that work is already, a lot of the work that we needed to do for the lease has already been done. We anticipate being able to get that done probably within 2 years.
How big of a victory is this for the club? I know an awful lot of this happened before you came to the club, but obviously the club was very close to going to the wall, very heavily in debt, and then the council stepped in. The plan was to move to Dalymount Park. The fans weren't happy, trying to wrestle Tolka Park back from the council. How big of a victory is this for the club and also for the supporters?
Yeah, I think it's massive for the club and supporters. It forms an integral part of the community, the Dublin sporting landscape, Irish football landscape. So I think it's critical. I think from a club point of view that the fact that we're going to be in control of our own destiny in many regards is also very significant.
Just on that as well, obviously it's great for the supporters. From the outside looking in, one thing I noticed is that an awful lot of the locals and the communities also got involved in this. Obviously, from their point of view, to have a football club here or have houses here isn't a huge difference. But they really got behind that Save Tolka Park move. Yeah,
so I mean we're extremely grateful, I suppose, for not just the community support, but also the organised campaigns run by Save Tolka Park. The community, it is an important sort of element in the community and the Dublin sort of sporting landscape. It's important.
How do you sum up where Shelbourne are at the moment? Top of the table. The sun is glistening here, which doesn't happen often in Ireland. It wasn't happening yesterday. The sun is glistening. The future Tolka Park is secured. You got a box office name, in charge of the club in terms of the head coach. Shelbourne, like we said, there wasn't in a good place 10, 15 years ago. It's in a very good place now.
Yeah, look, I mean, we're not going to get ahead of ourselves. I mean, we're delighted where we are in terms of the league. The ladies are also doing really well. Our academy is exceptional. A lot of things are going well at the club, and we're very grateful for that, and we'll continue to work hard at doing that. But we're not getting ahead of ourselves and where we are. We know that there's a lot of work that needs doing.
How significant is last night in allowing you to compete on all fronts? Like you said, they're on the pitch, things are going fantastically well. You're competing against the likes of Shamrock Rovers. The women's team have won countless titles, but obviously off the field in the stands and the surroundings here haven't really matched some of the other clubs. So how big is it that announcement?
Look, it is, and with the changes that we're anticipating making, I mean, we'll get the ground up. I mean, it's currently at 4,755. We'll get it up to just under 6,000. It'll be a large enough stadium. It'll still maintain its sort of authenticity, and it'll still be an old Dublin ground. But we think it'll be high class though.
And also, just on that, you touched on the fan base there. I know I was here for the Shamrock Rovers game. The sold out sign, had a kick-off, went out, on the road there. That's great to see.
Yeah, it is. It's awesome. I mean, the average attendance this year has been significant. It's a little bit below where we had hoped it would be. But, we're extremely grateful for what we've been able to achieve in the last year and a bit. I mean, obviously a lot longer than sort of me being here. But, we're very grateful for the support that we've received from the fans and from the community.
Can we eventually see wholesale changes? Like obviously you mentioned, the initial work that needs to be done, but if you look at the roof here and some of the stands are old, do you envisage a day where we see a very different look to Tolka Park? Or I know it'll take time.
It will. Everything will be upgraded over time. You'll be aware, obviously, that financing these projects is an issue for us and for all clubs. The support that we get from the governing body and other grant making organisations in the country is not significant at the moment. Hopefully that changes. So we've got to be mindful of how we spend our money, how we raise our finance. It's important.
That's a great day. Thanks for talking to us.
Thank you.